Welcome to another episode of a Different Perspective podcast, man. Today I got an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? A serial entrepreneur as far as the credit game, uh, stock, investing, all of that type of stuff, man. I've been knowing him for a while. He's been trying to put me on the game as far as my credit and investing and all of that, man. But at the time, I wasn't, you know, you think you know it all until somebody show you that you don't. You know what I'm saying? But the information that he provides, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that can use this information, man. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, man, I like to introduce y'all to Davian Frazier, man. What's up, man?
Man, what's good with you, man? Hey, I definitely appreciate the opportunity to bring me out, so I can, share some information uh, that I think, for sure can help a lot of people.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Uh, man, we've been rocking for a while, man, and we're gonna get into all of that, man. You know, you're very successful, very. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you shown me what financial freedom really look like, and man, I know it's like I said, man, you gonna drop some jewels that somebody can pick up, man. But before we get into all of that, man, you was telling me about your upbringing, you know what I'm saying? You growing up and how hard it was, you know what I'm saying, for you growing up, man. Let's talk about that, man.
Right? Cool, cool. I mean, yeah, I grew up in the hood. I don't know if you ever heard from the north side apartment called Haverstock. I grew up over there. Well, that's where I used to stay at from 6 years old all the way into like in my 20s. So I've seen it all. I've seen people, fights and stuff every day. People getting killed. Um, so yeah, I had it very rough.
And you said your mama was a single parent.
Yep, my mama was a single parent. She raised, she did the best, she could for me. I'm thankful for all the stuff that she did pour into me.
So are you the only child?
No, I'm not the only child. I have a brother. We're 7 years apart.
Yeah. So at 14, you say you've been hustling since you was 14.
Oh yeah, I've been hustling, since I was 14. I started off. I remember I used to put ringtones. You remember the Nextel?
Yeah, yeah,
So I used to put ringtones on all of the D boys, phones and stuff like that. 3 for 10.
yeah.
Then I started selling tapes. My first tape I saw was a barbershop. Then after that, with DVDs and CDs, making mixtapes and stuff. So that's all I know is, making that money, bringing that bread in, investing. So I was investing at a young age.
Yeah. I'm glad you touched on that because for you to be from the hood, watching, you know what I'm saying, around murders and all type of stuff like that going on, you chose to take a different route. Like you was, even though you was hustling legit. You know what I'm saying? Like of course it was bootleg, so I can't say it was
Right.
legit, but you
Well,
was hustling
yeah.
in a different way. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go pick up a sack. You know what I'm saying? Like you used your mind and found a different lane. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, how profitable was it for you at 14, man? You know what I'm saying? Doing
Man, it was very profitable. I mean, my mama, she used to be like, "Where you get all that money from?" But she knew I was selling CDs and movies. But at that time, I was bringing in at least $300 a day.
that. Yeah, at 14.
14, yeah.
So eventually, we was talking about college.
Oh, college.
Eventually, it was time to go to college, right?
Right.
Did you go?
No, I didn't go to college.
And a lot of people don't understand why I say this, but we was just talking about. I don't believe in my kids going to college, and the reason why I say that is because our parents, grandparents, all of them, if you want to go to college, there's nothing wrong with you going to college. I just don't want my kids going to college. Like we was talking about, the majority of the people that get degrees don't even work. in the field that they got the degree in the first place. The majority of them, when they leave college, they leave in debt. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Nah.
I'd rather for my child, even if I gotta back them, that's what I'm working for. I'd rather for them to start a business, fail, start a business, fail, try again, fail until they get the hang of it because I believe in ownership. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what does that mean to you, man? Like ownership.
What does ownership means to me? That means everything to me. I mean, that's that should be the foundation and the blueprint instilled in every family.
Yeah,
That's just ownership. If you want to own stuff, I mean, because this the thing, most people that's working jobs,
yeah,
what you're doing is you building somebody else's dream.
yeah,
So you don't have no ownership. So by you doing that,
yeah.
you can be building your foundation
Your legacy.
and your legacy at the same time.
Now let's get back to why you chose not to go to college.
Uh, I chose not to go to college because, like you said, it was so many people that I actually seen that was magna cum laude and high levels. They were smart,
Yeah.
but this was the thing. I remember I had a mentor, and he told me. He said, poor people have big TVs, and wealthy people have big libraries,
Mm,
and that stuck with me. Moment I heard that, that stuck with me, and then I said, wait a minute. Most of the people that I know that's going to college and stuff like that, they none of them successful.
yeah. None of the ones you saw.
None of the ones I seen. Yeah,
So from 14, like when you eventually you started trading and stuff like
right. Yeah, that's yeah.
that. What came first? Was it the trading or the credit?
The credit came first.
Okay, let's talk about that. Cause I remember, you know what I'm saying, like when I first met you, you was telling me about me working on my credit. Like, bro, you was the first person I seen that had a metal card, bro. You know what I'm saying? You remember that card you dropped and it was cling, 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 cling. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
bro,
yeah, yeah,
I was watching
yeah.
you
Amex.
getting, yeah, I was watching you get 40 here. You know what I'm saying? Like, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was seeing it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But at the time, I'm so in the streets. I'm like, man, I wasn't in the streets then, but I had the street mentality. I was like,
Yeah,
man, I'd rather have cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's square. I don't know
yeah,
what he's talking about. But then years later, who I had to call? Hey,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
Davian, look, man, I need my credit right. You know what I'm saying? So, how did you get into the credit?
So it's a little story behind how I got to the credit. So, uh, I had a, I had got a, my credit was like in the 500 something.
Yeah,
I ain't know. So I thought I knew I did. We was going out of town. Me and my girl, we was going out. I think we was going to Miami or something like that. So we wanted to rent a car. And when I got there, they was like, "You got to have a major credit card." I'm like, "Yeah, I got a major credit card," but it was only a $300 limit. So I tried to use that, and they was like, "No." I was like, "Well, okay, well, I got some money in the bank too." They
yeah,
said, "Nah, you got to have a major credit card, and the limit that you have is not enough."
sufficient. Yeah,
So, man, after that day, I just, because I couldn't do what I wanted. So I said, I'm drawing a line in the sand. I got to figure out this credit stuff. The next time, I'm going to be able to rent any car I want. So that's how it all started.
so look, with that being said, did you like so from then on, everything else was just you trial and error, or did you know what I'm saying? Like, were you trying to pay somebody to, you know what I'm saying, get you right, or how did that go? Did you just learn on your own?
Um, I actually, in the beginning, I tried to pay some people, but they never really did anything. And I thought, it was just hard just because I'm like, if I paid somebody to do something and they couldn't do it,
Yeah.
like, man, this thing gonna be hard. So I just got tired of that, and I just said, I'm gonna learn whatever I can about credit because that's the foundation.
Yeah. how a lot of people like me at one point I didn't understand how important is credit.
Credit is like credit is your adult report card.
Yeah,
It's like it's kind of like you know how you have some people that come to you and be like, "Hey man, can I borrow $1,000 or whatever?"
yeah.
Now I'm like, I ask them what your credit score is.
Before they can borrow some bread.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because if you had a 700 or a 680 credit score,
yeah.
you wouldn't have to come to me and ask me to borrow money. So if they won't let you borrow money, why should I?
Fact is,
The business, yeah.
man, man. So look, uh, eventually you started a business fixing credit.
Right.
How
Yeah.
did that come about?
Well, it came about because, like I said, like what I was showing you, you know, when I was started getting approved for those high limit credit cards,
Yeah,
everybody else was like, "Hey, man, how could I do that? Can you do mine?" So it started off, you know, with me. I was the testimony, so everybody else was like, "I want in too."
yeah. And I tell people that, man, like before you can sell anybody else on anything, like you have to be able to prove within yourself. Like, bruh, it be people that be. I remember this one time this dude was like, man, I do credit repair. I'm live, this and that, that. And I asked him, I said, man, what's your credit score? He like, man, I'm at a 620 right now, but I'm like, bruh, you really not as good as you say you are. You know what I'm saying? You need to get up there to like seven something and then try to
Right.
talk. You know what I'm saying? Uh, from that, eventually it went into trading, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, look, explain this.
Well, no, you know, before the credit, you know, I got introduced to a network marketing company called Prepaid Legal.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, basically, Prepaid Legal it offers legal services. So a lot of people think they only need an attorney when like something bad has to happen.
Yeah,
But what about when you get a contract or something? Most people don't read it. You know, they say
yeah,
the bold print give it, the fine print take it away.
yeah,
So we weren't educated in. So like they just say you took your shirt to the cleaners and they messed it up.
right,
Most people not gonna say I'm not gonna call my attorney because it's gonna cost way more just to, you know what I'm saying, get an attorney to do that. But one of the benefits of that service was you can call a lawyer and have them to draft a letter.
right.
That's powerful. You have a attorney can
On
write a letter on
standby.
your exactly. Or if you have any legal questions, I can instead of going ask my uncle or my brother, that don't know nothing about law. Now I'm calling this attorney.
Yeah. So how did it go from like I said, man, you be having your hands in a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? How did you get into before you start? Is there a difference between trading and stock?
Well, you can do it numerous ways. I mean, you can stocks, you can invest in it. Then you got the options where you can, basically like you using more leverage.
Right.
Then trade. So you can invest, trade, just however you want to do it.
Okay. Uh, how did you get into trading and why?
Uh, how I got into trading, well, it was a company, it was called AML. A lot of people, but basically what it was, they wasn't actually teaching how to trade. And it was more of they was trying to recruit stuff like that. So I really wanted to know how to trade, but nobody really wouldn't teach me. Or if they did, it was kind of like I was missing a piece of the puzzle,
Yeah.
and it wasn't clicking at that time. So I gave it up, But deep down inside, I always was like, man, if I can learn how to do trade, my life can be way different. I can have more freedom faster.
Yeah.
So that's how I begun. And I'll say about 2, 3 years ago, that's when I really started buckling down and just really starting to study the charts and look at a lot of videos and just studying. That's how it came about.
Man, I remember one time you had told me, And this was like, when we first started, interacting with each other, man. I really didn't understand the gist of what you was doing. But you had told me one time, you were like, man, I just paid $4,500 for a course. I was, bro, tripping. But then I started seeing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I remember, man, I'll never forget this. When we was buying cars, we was going to the auction and buying cars.
Oh yeah, I remember
Bro, I'm spending my own bread, bro. I'm trying to make it happen, spending my own bread. And you told me, you say, man, see, if you had credit, you ain't got to spend your money. You buying cars just like me, but with these people money.
that.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, it explain how important it is to like take courses and you know what I'm saying, like really invest in what it is that you want to do.
I mean, like you said, I mean, it's kind of like if you see something out there, it could be anything. It you feel like you want to do, to make some extra income. Go get that course. A lot of people they be want to be cheap and stuff or try to go YouTube and stuff, but
Yeah,
you only can get so much in that. Especially if somebody already you see that somebody already done had the success and they got a course, go on and get it because I got a motto: learn, do, teach. Because once you learn that information,
yeah,
now you can go teach it to others, and that's free. But the course really free anyway because it's a tax write-off.
yeah.
So either way it goes, it's a win-win situation. You really can't lose.
Uh, it's every morning, man. You post like you get up early like me. You know what I'm saying? And in the morning, you show your results for the day,
Right.
bruh, bruh. One time I seen it was like 14K for the day. And when we talk, you were like, yeah, that's like, bruh, legal
Yeah.
every day. How does that feel? You know what I'm saying? Because like it's always thousands of dollars every day. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? How does that feel waking up? You know what I'm saying? And you're not even spending the whole day. You spending a few hours of the day to make that money, and then you have the rest of the day to do whatever you want to do. How does that feel, bro?
And to be honest with you, feel like a dream.
Yeah,
Like, it actually feel like a dream. Sometimes I have to shake myself and be like, man, is this real? 'Cause like I said, I actually used to dream of doing that. But in the beginning, of course I wasn't doing big numbers like that.
yeah,
And it was because I had to understand to see what is the thing about trading. Trading really gonna expose who you really is.
yeah.
If you greedy, it's gonna expose you. Everything in your life. But it's also gonna help you, like learning discipline and being able to your emotions and all kind of stuff. Trading actually have a heartbeat. Sometimes being a market, my heartbeat, but that's just how it is, though.
Why your heart beating though, man? What makes your heart beat? Like, is it like an adrenaline rush?
Is that yeah? It's a adrenaline rush, but I,
Yeah,
I I love it though. I love it.
yeah. Uh, you know, you travel a lot, and
Oh yeah,
that's and the reason why I'm saying is because it's a lot of people that's thinking about trading. It's a lot of people that's thinking about investing. It's a lot of people that want to, but don't know how to get started. They're afraid of losing. They're afraid of, you know, the unknown. You know what I'm saying? For you, if you was if say for instance you talking to me and I'm thinking about getting into it, you know what I'm saying? Like what would you say? You know what I'm saying, to motivate me to get into it so I could have the financial freedom and stuff like that.
well, the first thing is, 'cause, yeah, a lot of people they do want to trade because they see that you can make a lot of money with it. The fast pace.
Yeah,
It's aggressive money. That's what I call it. thing is, the first thing I would tell you is we got to make sure your mindset right.
Speak on that. Speak on that.
So mindset is very important before you do anything.
Mm.
Because if your mindset not right, or let's just say you're going through some things and you try to trade,
Yeah.
or you're gonna damage yourself. You're basically gonna wreck yourself because you can't trade against the market. You gotta have like a clear mind.
Right.
And mindset, when I mean my mindset is personal development. You know, what are you pointing to yourself? What are you listening to? What are
Mm.
you looking at?
Yeah.
You know, like law of attraction. A lot of people don't know what the law of attraction
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
You know, but it's powerful.
Bro, some of our people think it's devil work. You know what I'm saying?
It changed my life. You know,
Yeah.
but before I even got to where I'm at right now, though,
Yeah.
I was I was just reading books, and I used to hate reading books until I had somebody break it down to me. They say, man, the reason why you don't like reading books is because you looking at the whole book.
Yeah.
Start reading at least 10 pages a day.
Yeah.
So when I started doing that, reading books and stuff,
Yeah.
my knowledge started growing.
Yeah.
You know, I started talking different. You know, so that's mindset is very important.
Man, you read The Secret?
Yeah, I read The Secret,
Yeah.
and I looked at the documentary.
I tell a lot of people, man, start with that book. You know what I'm saying? It's a good starting place, man. But so for somebody interested in getting into it, where besides the mindset, what where can they go to because some people don't have the money. But like where can they go to start trying to find information, you know what I'm saying, to research or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I mean you can go to they got a site called babypips.com. You can go there. I mean you can go to YouTube. They got plenty, yeah, YouTube and just search, and you can practice on a demo account. But see, I don't really like practice on demo account because you remember we were talking about the drilling. This
Yeah.
is just different. 'Cause now I'm trading with my actual
Money.
real money. But I could say just to get your feet wet, yeah, you can practice with a demo account. So I trade with TD Ameritrade. That's one of my brokers, but they got plenty of them out there.
And so it's a like I said, people probably don't know what all you can do. You know what I'm saying? Uh, as far as the credit game go, what all can you help somebody do? You know what I'm saying? If somebody was to come to you and say, hey man, I need my credit right. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Or I have a business, I need trade, or I need funding. You know what I'm saying? What all kind of services can you provide?
What our service I can provide?
Yeah.
I mean, basically, first thing I do when anybody come to me and ask me about their credit is I tell them we need to do a credit analysis. And what that is, I need to see exactly what's on your profile, what's affecting it, what negative items you have on there. Once I figure out all that, then that's when we can go into the credit repair phase where we challenge the credit bureaus on the negative items. And a lot of people be like, "Can you remove anything?" Yeah, you can. Just it's certain laws, that you will have to know, which that's something that my company does. We do all the research and then we challenge the credit bureaus, get it off. And once we do that, then we go to the next phase, which is the rebuild phase. Where we can add different trade lines and stuff like that, and we basically set your profile up so where you can get high level funding and stuff like that.
So if I'm a new business and I plan on getting funding, right? I could come to you and you can walk me through the steps needed so I can get the proper funding.
Right, right. It's crazy you asked me that because I actually had a client. They called me the other day and she said, "Hey, I want some trade lines." And I said, "What is your credit score?" She said, "I'm in the 500s." I said, "Nah, you don't need trade lines. You need credit repair." I say I'm not the type of person that's just gonna try to get over on you
Yeah,
just because somebody else told you go get a trade line and your credit score gonna go up. It
yeah,
don't work like that. Nah, I said if you get a trade line, it might boost your credit up 15 points.
yeah,
But what that's gonna do? Because you only want to add a trade line once you ain't got no negative items, file is clean, or if you're trying to get some type of funding, that's when you want to add a trade line. You don't just want to add a trade line just because.
yeah. For all the people, that's trying to get their credit together right now, I know it's certain ways that you can do it with like secure cards and stuff like that. What are some ways that can help somebody that's trying to get their credit together? You know what I'm saying? Like something they can do to take initiative on their own. You know what I'm saying? Is there any secure cards you recommend or anything like that?
So I mean, you can get secure cards from Capital One. You could just go to Google and basically type in secure cards. But the thing about it, I don't really like the secure cards
Okay.
now.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because remember I said your your uh your credit is your adult report card.
Right.
So you got to look at it as a lender standpoint.
Yeah.
If I go and put a secure a $300 or whatever on there, and I'm a lender,
Yeah.
and that's all I see. Yeah, I see you in the 700s, but your
Yeah.
file is thin.
Yeah.
All I see is this $300 secured, and you say you want to get a $3,000, $4,000 limit. I'm not gonna give it to you. I might give you 500.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's a mirror effect.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is, if anything, if you wanted to get a security card now, if you had some bread or whatever, go drop you 5,000 or something like that. But of course, low limit three, I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it. It's other stuff that we can put on there. Uh, other primary trade lines we can actually put on there that can make the file more leverage.
So of course you're in Houston, you know what I'm saying? Uh for anybody that wanna connect with you, for anybody that might want some information on credit repair, getting loans, funding, uh trading, that type of stuff.
Right.
Uh where could they find
You can find me on Instagram, Mr. Boss Frazier. My Facebook, Davian Frazier.
you, Dave? How spell it for them? Some of them, you know what I'm saying?
So it's DAVIANFRAZIER.
And the name of your company?
Name of my company was one. Yeah, I got multiple. But for my credit repair
Yeah.
company, it's Creditpreneur,
Mhm.
and my trading is basically because I'm just starting to now I got a course or whatever I just coming out with. So I'm just starting on that right now.
Okay. Okay.
Since a lot of people have been asking me, because I ain't gonna lie, man. By me trading, it's kind of like I don't need like you say, I could be in the market 10 minutes and make two, 3,000, $5,000, or 2 hours, however
And be
long,
done
and be done, and I'm good. I ain't, now
for the day.
for the day, and now I'm going to focus on other investments like real estate and stuff like that. So it's really giving me my time back.
Oh, you tapped into real estate too?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, multiple streams of income.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Bro, I really appreciate you coming down and sit down with me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the information, and I hope that this helps somebody. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's something valuable that you can take away from this. Uh, and again, man, I thank you. I
Yeah.
thank you.
J. Chu, bro.
Until next time, man, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, y'all. Be out.